What's going on, America? This is Kevin from Kevin's Corner, trying to make sense out of nonsense. And you know what's some nonsense? Is how a CNN, contributor comes on to David Webb's radio show. And they start talking about careers and success and all of that stuff. And of course, you know what comes up? White privilege. So David Webb was talking about how you work hard to become successful, and it has nothing to do with race, color, and all that stuff. And she, coming from your position, you're like, what is my position? So she brings up white privilege and has no idea that David Webb is black. This is when identity politics goes horribly wrong, off the rails, with the full-blown assumption that he has to be white, because, he has the deep voice, he talks like that, but nonetheless, he's still a black man. And so when he lets her finish, because he knew where she might have been going with it, she's like, as a white man, he's like, I hate to inform you, you should have prepped a little better before you came on the show, but I'm black. Hee-honk, hee-honk. You could have heard the record like, vroom, and she goes on to apologize, and he stressed to her the dangers of identity politics being a part of almost every scenario to enable minorities, black people, or just Americans in general. It just makes everybody walk around with some type of excuse. And you know what they say? Excuses are like rectums. They all smell and everybody got one. So that's a harsh lesson for the CNN commentator or contributor to learn. And I was watching Fox morning show while I was getting dressed, and they had these two black ladies on, and they were talking about different topics like the Bernie Sanders wanting to raise the national minimum wage to $15. They were debating that. And then they went into talking about censorship from Facebook. Apparently Facebook doesn't want any of their employees trying to change anybody else's mind when it comes to religion, politics, so on and so forth. And so they both agreed that censorship is bad. The one who was not a Republican, she says, coming from church, she feels that censorship is bad. She has a church background. The other one said that is correct because studies show that most Christians, if they're a consistent Christian, they most likely will vote Republican. And so the other black lady comes in. That's not true. That's not true because I'm black and I don't vote Republican. And she made it seem as if that there's a huge amount of Christians out there that doesn't vote Republican, but they're still Christians, which I'm sure there are. But the lady was focusing on the study, and she said that more Christians vote Republican. And so the other lady countered it by saying, well, I'm not. And she said, you know what? You're correct. She said one area that it does break down in is with black folks. Black folks go to church constantly, but yet will vote Democrat, which totally is against almost every biblical principle that you can find. They don't support none of Christian policies, beliefs, nothing. They don't support you saying Christ in public, not in schools, not in government. They are launching a complete attack on Christianity, on freedom of speech, and on many other principles that a majority of black people, when they go to church, they say they believe in. But yet they get amnesia when it comes down to voting. They get so blinded by one word, racism. And that takes them from saying, let me vote my values, let me vote my conscience, let me vote for reasoning skills or for some type of logic and policies, to now let me vote emotionally just because somebody blocked my logic with one word, racism. Unbelievable. Identity politics, man. Get it out of here. We're going to be talking about this tonight in Kevin's Corner, 7:30, live on Facebook and live on YouTube and my radio blog talk show. Check out Extreme Teas. The link is in the bottom. If it's a promo code, put my name in, Kevin. And also, don't forget to hit like, share, subscribe, and the notification button. And if you want to donate to Kevin's Corner, there's a link in the bottom to do that as well. God bless. See you next time in Kevin's Corner.